Welcome back to the Fallout New Vegas Perfect Playthrough. In our last episode, we read the emotionally charged survivalist logs with the stoic manliness of Gary Cooper. And now, we are going to head to Daniel and give him all the good news that we have acquired. Oh, and I forgot, almost forgot, to show off this aspect of the of Honest Hearts. Why isn't Joshua reacting? This is the second time I've shown this. He supposedly reacts. He's obviously not reacting to us. That's interesting. I've definitely seen videos
Welcome
of it.
back.
And his shop still. Well, I guess I'll describe it to you. He says some crazy shit, like some badass shit, like, oh, you better make that shot count. And then you're like, oh, what a badass. But anyway, we read the survivalist logs last time, and though there isn't too much debate over which is the better ending for this TLC, I think the survivalist logs are sort of the clincher, the ace in the hole, showing that crushing the White Legs is the right way to go, because you find out the survivalist left Zion to the Sorrows, and he wanted them to defend themselves. And he wanted them to learn how to take care of themselves. And though Daniel's ending is, you know, more pacifist, more peaceful, it doesn't really accomplish that. And we're going to tell him.
I'm glad to see you're still with us. How can I help you?
And first we're going to give you these healing powders. Yeah. You're welcome. I checked on everything in the valley and got you the map of Grand Staircase.
I appreciate it. Well, that's it. This is all we need. Now all that's left is to quietly pack up and try to get out of here without being noticed. That's assuming that Joshua won't try to stop me. And that he hasn't talked you into fighting the White Legs despite what I've said. Don't worry, I don't hold it against you. You're an outsider. Fighting seems like the practical solution. I'll tell you again. There's more at stake.
Yes, no going back. And I'll say, I think Joshua's right. We should fight the White Legs.
No. Why? Why? Haven't you seen enough of what's going on here to see that the Sorrows don't need to butcher the White Legs for a piece of land? What Joshua wants is more than an attack. He wants a slaughter. And he needs more than you and the dead horses to do it. The Sorrows can't be pushed into this. You and Joshua don't have the right to force them into it. Please, consider what I'm saying.
And you have the right to pull them off of their land?
I've already explained to them that we're leaving. They've accepted it. What is Joshua going to tell them about being a warrior? What are you going to tell them about how to live with themselves after they got lost in the moment, killed someone who didn't deserve to die? Or does that not matter? Is that just an acceptable consequence if it means holding on to this valley? Maybe there is no place left in this world for mercy. But even if it tramples me into the dust, I will never accept it. And I will never condone it. Joshua must be waiting for you. I'll stay here with the others as I told them I would.
Thank you for this. I know Daniel doesn't approve, but destroying the White Legs is the only way to ensure the Sorrows can remain in Zion. You and I will lead a group of Dead Horse warriors and Sorrows hunters into 3 Marys from this position. Our objective is to find the White Lake's leader, salt upon wounds, and prevent him from fleeing. Show no quarter to the White Lakes we come across. Make no mistake about why we are here. This is an extermination.
Let's do it.
God be with you.
And then you get to go with Joshua Graham, and you get the Way of the Canaanite perk, improving our critical hits immensely. So we're going to use that pistol while we have Joshua in our party. And I think something that, oh, did I miss a location here? Well, we'll go grab that location, as we still can. And I think something to take notice of during this climactic final battle is that the Sorrows and the the Sorrows and trying to freaking pin them. Is the Sorrows and the Dead Horses, they do a pretty good job on their own. And I know having the Courier and Joshua Graham on the same side fighting certainly, whoa, that really hit us for a lot. We got one Implant GRX left. I think we're gonna have to use it. And the Psycho. And let's get healing. Oh, this guy's still hitting us, huh? Yeah, we're a little low on our riot shotgun ammo. Wish I had wanted to save. But yeah, they do a pretty good job on their own of attacking and killing. And it's almost like a little bit of a twist on that trope. Of the person coming in and just saving everybody. Because it's almost as if the tribes, you know, they had the manpower to do this all along. They had the soldiers. They just needed a little bit of training. Man, would this have been even considered the perfect playthrough if we had missed this Ranger substation? But don't worry, we made it. Maybe we'll pick up some ammo in here. But yeah, it's just like they didn't need too much of their help. They just sort of didn't have their own strong identities. It's just they didn't know what was the right option, what was morally correct. And you kind of come in and make that judgment and have that impact on them. But it's not like you're teaching them how to fight. The Sorrows all hunt down a Yaoguai. They can take down the White Legs fairly easily. And the Dead Horses have all been trained by Joshua Graham for however long he's been out there. You just kind of introduce the outside world to the tribals. We're going to switch to the survivalist rifle to hit this guy. we got the survivalist combat armor on. Got the survivalist rifle out. Sort of carrying on his spirit, helping out the sorrows. Oh, maybe I should have bought some more 45 caliber from Joshua. Oh, he says a cool line.
The time for talk is past. The Lord's work must be done.
Yup. Oh, he's badass. Badass as ever. Good old Joshua. Yeah. You can notice because we're not wearing light armor anymore, I feel so slow. I'm so used to the 10% movement speed boost at this medium armor. It feels like I'm in concrete. Oh shit. Yeah, Joshua Graham could take care of himself. Yeah, probably the best companion you'll ever have. That's for certain. Did we get sidetracked? We did get sidetracked. I don't know where the hell I am now. Sorry, Joshua, I climbed over the long thing. But I like this level. I don't mind taking my time. Fighting the white legs. Oh, the other thing we have to do, it's been so long since I played, I have to remember. I have plenty of speech. You need 90 speech at the end. We're going to start collecting the brush guns as well. I anticipate a little bit of an ammo problem. But now, I mean, this is the DLC. Just going through the beautiful Zion Valley. As you can see, the survivalist rifle sights are slightly off intentionally. So that's how you do it. Is by looking at the iron sight on the right. It actually makes it easier to aim, I think. Come on, hit your shots, Brandon. There it is. You were hiding behind some frustrating trees. Are we still? What the fuck was that? Wow, they really got the jump on me. Did I get crippled? No, I didn't even get crippled. Let's look at the map real quick, make sure we're on the right path. Yeah, it's this way. We gotta get to here. Oh, you know what that is? That's the poison effect. As that white leg has poisoned their mantis gauntlet. Joshua, again, I can't wait to get that armor. Oh, that's great. We love the poison effect. Great for my recording. I hope we get it more. Yep, there it is. Awesome. You know, I bet there's like an anti-venom. Yep, there we go. That doesn't seem that removed to me, game. We'll continue moving on. I think it's actually quicker to drink the purified water. Where'd you go, Joshua? Oh, there he is. Can't be having all this fun without Joshua Graham. The Three Marys. Joshua Graham is one of the characters that followed over from Fallout Van Buren, if you're a cancelled Fallout aficionado. And now we'll be getting a little help, and we'll see the effectiveness that I mentioned earlier. As you can see, we're not even touching that guy. Oh god! Dude, those throwing weapons. I think someone stole the gun. Yeah. We didn't kill either of those guys. And as you can see once again, the tribals make easy work of them. And here's a little extra ammo. Just cases. Fuck off. And I guess we'll head through this way. Oh no.
This is taking too long. We can't let salt upon wounds escape. I'm going to find a way around. God willing, we will finish this together.
And Joshua Graham goes sad. That's the most fun part of the game, you and Joshua working together. And I guess now we can just leisurely stroll through and find a way in. What's our active effects? Do we need Psycho still? No, we're good. I wish we had more implant GRs, but we actually don't really. Yeah. Even without, actually, I think we have some ammo for our riot shotgun. Now that I think about it, oh yeah, we have like plenty of ammo. Whoops! I guess we could have been using. We were pretty far away earlier. Now in the close quarters of the cave, we'll be the most effective use of it. Looting, shooting. Clearing out these white legs. I was reading through the ending slides just to make sure, that I was getting the best ending. Which of course I am on a perfect playthrough. And, oh really, 80% chance? I thought it was going to look so smooth there, forcing that lock, but I look like a moron. And an interesting thing I saw about the other ending, the evacuation of Zion, is that it also results in the end of the White Legs. They petition Caesar for membership, but he knows that they have not successfully. Oh, game crashed, game crashed. We love a game crash. Classic New Vegas. There actually haven't been too many crashes this playthrough. Alright. We should have saved in the beginning of the cave, so that hopefully won't lose us that much time. I wouldn't be opposed to restarting the episode, but no, we're good. We should be even going quicker this time because we're going to go right away to the show. Easy peasy. And we should have enough slugs to finish off everything. And we learned from the earlier pre-crash part that there wasn't anything good over there, so we don't even need to loot it. But yeah, as I was saying, the evacuation of Zion ending. There we go. Easily through the door. The evacuation of Zion ending involves the White Legs getting theirs. They devolve into infighting after Caesar rejects them. Super interesting. You still can find success in it. I don't know. I just don't think it's all that bad of a choice. That being said, I just never ever make it. It's a hard choice to make, and as you can see, we're on the other side of the exploded passageway. That's why I showed you that. And now it is time to move on. Always plucking those roots out. And I guess if we're going for tips, and here you go, you can see up ahead a dead horse performing an execution. Also notice that they can make a bitter drink. How do they know how to make bitter drink? We'll learn about that dozens of hours into the future. Ulysses, if you were really wondering. Ulysses taught him. Oh, I mean, I guess we can discuss that now. Is that when we play Lonesome Road, about 3 dozen hours from now, in this playthrough, we'll hear some logs and recording and find out that Ulysses came here and they twisted their hairs in braids in a show of allegiance to Ulysses, who's from the Twist Hair tribe. And he tricked them and he told them to sack New Canaan, but the Legion was never going to accept them. It was going to still kill most of them. And he felt horrible about it. And a lot of what the White Legs do mimics Ulysses out of respect for him and desire to be in the region. And Ulysses feels very conflicted about this. You can drop that. I like using the survivalist rifle for this mission. Motherfucker. I like using the survivalist rifle for this mission. I think it's very apropos. He compares himself to Vulpes in Golta quite a bit. And there's another execution, and you can see a sorrow killing someone up there. You see, you're not really dominating this battlefield and winning it single-handedly, but rather you've empowered the tribes of Zion to unite. Wow. Oh, and here's something interesting before this very ending part that I don't want to interrupt Joshua Graham's speech to say. But Joshua Graham says something in a tribal language up ahead. And he goes like, "Do you know what that means, salt upon wounds?" And nobody knows what it means. And they asked Josh Sawyer what it meant, and he said, "That's up to you, I'm not telling." So we'll all give our own you can all give your own guess in the comments. And give your own theory, and I'll give mine, but we'll hear the speech shortly.
We warned you at Syracuse, and you persisted. You took advantage of us at New Canaan to drive us out, and like the dogs of Caesar you are, you followed us to Zion. And now you stand on holy ground, a temple to God's glory on earth. The only use for an animal in our temple is sacrifice. Kale, Watcha, conserva, oh. You
Kale, Watcha, conserva, oh.
Don't you?
What does that mean?
Outman. Kunaman, mad. He killed all White Legs. You talk. You stop.
Whoa, this isn't what I signed up for. Even though it clearly is what I signed up for. Let me talk to Joshua about this.
Him hear you. You talk.
Don't listen to this thing. His cries are those of a mad beast caught in a thicket. He gave no mercy to my family, and I will give none to his.
Joshua, you've already won. Look around you. There's no need to kill him.
He has a debt to pay for what he's done, and I've come to collect. And so he's chosen to cower in the water like a dumb animal.
If what you believe is true, he'll pay for it later. The Sorrows don't need to see you do this.
I want to take from them what they took from me, from my family. In this life, I want them to suffer. I want all of them to die in fear and pain. I want to have my revenge against him, against Caesar. I want to call it my own, to make my anger God's anger, to justify the things I've done. Sometimes I tell myself that these wildfires never stop burning, but I'm the one who starts them, not God. Not them. I Get out of here. Go back. Back to the Great Salt Lake. That's it. It's finished. Thank you for staying with me. I couldn't have done this on my own. Let's go find Daniel. Tomorrow we'll be here soon. And there is much to do.
And so it was that the conflict between the new Canaanites and the Whitelegs was finally resolved. The courier's involvement had tipped the scale, shifting the fragile balance of power.
Demoralized by the dead horse and Sorrow's attack the courier and Joshua Graham led against them, the Whitelegs retreated to Great Salt Lake. Their days were numbered. Word soon reached the 80s tribe that the Whitelegs' spirit was broken. Their war chief a dim shadow of his former self. By year's end, the 80s would overrun the Whitelegs camps, scattering the tribe to the winds and claiming the Great Salt Lake for its own.
The Sorrows fought beside Joshua Graham and the dead horses, eradicating the threat the Whitelegs posed to Zion. Seeing the courier convince Joshua Graham to spare salt upon wounds, the Sorrows learned that retribution could be tempered by mercy. Though he despaired at the Sorrows' loss of innocence, Daniel took some small consolation in the courier's lesson, and prayed it would take root.
Having helped eradicate the Whitelegs from Zion, the dead horses returned to Dead Horse Point in triumph. They remained neutral toward the Sorrows, but as years went on, there were periods of competitive friction, even violence between the tribes. The new Canaanites, Daniel especially, intervened regularly as mediators, but found it difficult to reconcile the tribe's conflicts.
The defeat of the Whitelegs and Zion marked a turning point in the fortunes of the Happy Trails Caravan Company. Every 2 months, the caravan met with the new Canaanites in Zion Valley to trade. Happy Trails soon returned to prosperity. The vigilance of the Sorrows and dead horses in defending southwestern Utah, initially startling to Happy Trails caravans, soon proved a blessing. The tribes united against the 80s, driving them back from Highway 50, and thus opening yet another trading route for Happy Trails caravans.
Follows Chalk took the courier's words to heart and decided that he would behold the sights and sounds of distant lands with his own eyes and ears. After returning to Dead Horse Point, he quarreled with his family and other tribe members about his ambitions. One morning, they awoke to discover that Follows Chalk had set off alone, westward, into the wilderness. He was never seen again.
Waking Cloud was distraught when she learned of her husband's death, but took comfort from her tribe and the compassion of the new Canaanites. She forgave Daniel for having concealed her husband's fate from her, and learned to accept his fate. When her grief faded, she took a husband from the Dead Horse tribe. At her bidding, he stayed close to home.
The threat of the Whitelegs ended. Joshua Graham helped the Sorrows and dead horses tend to their fallen comrades and secure Zion. The courier's words had stayed Joshua's wrath in his darkest hour, and in sparing salt upon wounds, he was changed. While he continued to advocate militant opposition to the enemies of New Canaan, he sometimes showed quarter to those who crossed his family. Eventually, this new spirit would diminish the myth of the burned man in distant lands. A small price for the peace it brought to Joshua Graham.
For years after the defeat of the Whitelegs, Daniel did his best to minister to the Sorrows' spiritual needs. Try as he might, he could not hold back the tribe's increasing militancy and reverence of Joshua Graham. Demoralized, he returned to his family in Dead Horse Point. His failures haunted him for the rest of his days.
And with that, the courier walked out of the history of the tribes of Zion and back to the gathering storm of the Mojave Wasteland.
And there it is. Honest Hearts. And the best part of Honest Hearts, the footlocker with everybody's clothes in it. And Joshua Graham's armor, which everybody loves. Who doesn't love Joshua Graham's armor? And we have enough carrying weight to carry it all. This will be our armor for basically the rest of the playthrough. So this is how we're going to look. Just imagine the lucky shades. And I am loving it. Honest Hearts, a bit short, but it's short and sweet. I enjoy it. And next time on the Fallout New Vegas Perfect Playthrough, ring-a-ding-ding, we'll enter Vegas and confront that bastard Benny in the Tops Casino. And I look forward to it. So I'll see you all next time. I'll do a little off-screen preparations and organizations. But beyond that, I'll see you at the gates of the Strip next time.